Now, our other big story this morning, the alarm clock going off early for hundreds of thousands of students and parents across Central Florida.
Justin even changed his alarm clock to make sure he was here early.
That's
after
right.
Most of Central Florida went back to class last week. Today, it's Orange and Volusia County students waking up for the very first day of school, and this year is bringing some changes.
We have live team coverage. Sashel Saunders is in Orange County, where one new school opening up with some safety concerns, but we start with Mark Lehman in Daytona Beach, where students are going to start the year with a big rally, and Mark, organizers there say it's all about kicking off the school year right.
Yeah, and it's about putting their best foot forward in what's called the Million Father March. It's a nationwide campaign designed for parents and community members to help show support for students on their first day of school. Take a look. This is what things looked like in past years here in Volusia County. Community leaders and parents and also students from nearby Bethune-Cookman University showed up to help start the year off with positive reinforcement. Meanwhile, police in DeLand are starting an initiative of their own. It's called Operation School Guardian. Starting this morning, officers will begin foot patrols in and around DeLand area schools. They'll also be interacting with students during lunch to build relationships. And throughout the year, officers will be educating students on different topics approved by the school district. Now, countywide, the sheriff's office says that they're promising to keep up their school zone enforcements. Deputies say they'll be handing out tickets to anyone caught speeding, making crosswalk violations, or passing stopped school buses. The sheriff's office is also handing out safety tips for parents and students. Those tips are encouraging drivers to be patient and aware, but also saying students should do their part when crossing the street to do it safely. They're also asking both drivers and students to keep their eyes off the phones. They say this can be a major distraction as kids head back to school here in Volusia County. Justin.
Some good information, Mark. Thank you. And not all Volusia County students are starting today. That's because 6 of the county's 10 high schools are taking part in a freshman-only first day. It's a pilot program to help 9th graders get over those new school jitters. Everyone else will start tomorrow. Kindergartners at all schools are also on a staggered start between today and Wednesday.
Meanwhile, thousands of Orange County students are going to start the year in a brand new school. 6 schools are opening this year, including the long-awaited new Windermere High School off of Winter Garden Vineland Road. But before the first bell even rings, some parents have been raising concerns about safety there. Sashel Saunders continues our live team coverage from that school. And Sashel, this has to do with the sidewalks.
Yes, this was a rural area, so of course there weren't a lot of them. This is the type of issues that school districts can run into as they build new schools, not only here in Windermere, but also across the county. Pictures can barely do justice for what students will walk into at a new Paramore K-8 school. OCPS Academic Center for Excellence is brand new, has a Boys and Girls Club, health clinic, and is something the neighborhood hasn't seen since the 70s. Meanwhile, across Orange County, more than 2,000 high schoolers will gear up to walk through their new $93.5 million campus.
I'm just really excited and looking forward to meeting all the new people and the new campus, just everything that comes along with high school.
There are a few issues. Parents say there aren't enough sidewalks for walkers.
It's terrifying. There's cars coming at you.
The county is looking to add them soon. 13 new and improved schools will help explosive growth in Orange County. 2,600 new students are expected to join the district this year. And as I said, those new sidewalks, the county is looking at that and where they need to add them and where it needs to be improved. Students who live at least 2 miles from the school have to walk to school. So, of course, this is a concern for parents. So they'll be looking at that as these first days begin. For now, reporting live at Windermere High School, Sashel Saunders, News 6.
Thanks, Sashel. The first day of school in Orange County also means the return of more than 900 buses on the roads. We rode along with drivers last week as they were getting ready, and they tell us the biggest problem they see is other people simply not paying attention.
They don't care that you have your stop arm out and they just run right through it. They're paying attention to their cell phones or messing around with the radio, and they have no clue that there's a bus nearby.
The district says it still needs to hire about 50 drivers to meet all the demands this year, but says it has substitutes, so they should be okay for the first couple of weeks. Of course, if there are any problems, we'll be sure to let you know.